They're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. On the ball.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Ready.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the efficient. Along with that aggressiveness, he's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Tua going to tap this forward on a jet sweep.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time.
That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First and 10, Taylor now. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tua going to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he gets the first down yard at the 6. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. The Jets at 5-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
On the double. And cycle. Blue flag. Blue striker. Black ultra.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Now Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty,
And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get three before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got this to Williams, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Setting to one up top for Cup. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Ready, ready.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Tua, a final shot before half. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A Mostert, a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete to Likely. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And my goodness, another interception.
Tanner Muse with it.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fields this way up at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Crossing route, he finds Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
On second down, Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he's got some space here.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Second and 9 now.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Let's go now.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning.
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bills are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They'll try it now with Mostert.
He needed 2. He only got 1.
And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
Well, let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Tua going to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Ready, ready. Hey, blue.
Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cooper Kupp from 13 yards out. And the Bills are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. That is caught by Lamb. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they take a knee.
Ready. Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
On the set.
And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Bills, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.